ridden by Clive Cox. 20, Little Ray, Martin Brennan. 21, London Windows, ridden by Mr. Al Hamley. 23 is Stay on Tracks, Chris Grant. 25, Vulnerable, Sean Mitchell, who claims a 7. 28, Betty's Girl, now ridden by Kieran Cotter, who claims 7. And number 29, Sand Kid, ridden by Andy Orkney, completing a 12-runner lineup for this 2.5-mile novices chase.
Stay on Tracks, the 5-4 on favourite, and Green Gorse on 7-2. High Edge Grey and Sand Kid both 8-1 chances, with Betty's Girl on 12s, Vulnerable and Galterio 14s.
15 fences in front of them, lining up, and away they go, and Vulnerable the first to show in the lead, but as you can see and appreciate, quite a steady pace, a lot of inexperienced horses here, and 15 fences to negotiate. But it's Vulnerable who leads as they come to the first of them, from High Edge Grey in second, and then Sand Kit on the outside is third. So at the first, Vulnerable jumps it slowly but safely, and there I'm afraid to say Betty's Girl and Rider parting company. Kieran Cotter on the ground. They come down towards the second, and Kieran's getting up after that fall in the first. Vulnerable leads from High Edge Grey, then Kiln Park with the yellow sleeve jacket on the left of the pack, and so Kieran Cotter none the worse for that fall, and there he is, getting away just a bit cross with himself. So as they go to the next, it's Vulnerable who leads from High Edge Grey in second and Kiln Park third. Sand Kid racing for the favourite, going the shortest way, Stay on Tracks, Jump It Well in fifth. Behind these comes London Window, Galterio and Green Gorse. And so they come down towards the fourth, and it's Vulnerable who has a lead of 2 to 3 lengths as they come to it. Jumps it safely from High Edge Grey second, Sand Kid third. At the rear of the field, London Windows jumped it rather slowly, and the loose horse running right away from the other horses, which is a good sign. So Vulnerable leads from High Edge Grey in second, then Kiln Park back in third, with Sand Kit in fourth and Galterio fifth, and then Die in the Sky in sixth place, with Stay on Tracks on the inside of Little Ray, and Green Gorse and Bottomley Blade on the outside, and the back marker is still London Windows. Vulnerable leads as they head towards the next, and this is the water jump. So Vulnerable leading from High Edge Grey in second, Kiln Park on the outside of Galterio. There's a third and fourth. The favourite for second from the right of the picture. So let's check the SPs as they take the next one, which is a ditch, and at it, Stay on Tracks at the rear of the field. London Windows is a faller. London Windows a faller. Stay on Tracks a 5-4 on favourite. Vulnerable leads. There's the horse. He's okay. The field take the next, and Stay on Track starts to make ground. That was a ditch. They went through the top of it. Vulnerable leading by some 4 to 5 lengths now to High Edge Grey in second. Then Galterio is racing in third place. Quite a fair stretch before they come to the next plain fence. And so Vulnerable leading from High Edge Grey in second. Stay on Track starts to make a bit of ground, but so too does Green Gorse, and they close up on the main chasing group. And as they take that, and there was a faller there. Looks as if Botany Blade went, and Kiln Park fell. Botany Blade was brought down. So they continue their journey as they make their way down the far side, and it's Vulnerable in the lead. Vulnerable from High Edge Grey, and we're starting to lose a few. Behind these comes Green Gorse and Stay on Tracks. So they continue their journey, and it's Vulnerable in a clear lead as he comes to this, the 9th. And as they go into it, it's Vulnerable in a clear lead, comes to it, made all the running so far, skips over it from High Edge Grey and Green Gorse and Stay on Tracks and Galterio, and really the race concerning only these 5. Die in the Sky starting to lose touch. Sand Kid is gone, and so they begin the sweep down towards the final ditch, and as they take it, Vulnerable leading from Green Gorse, who makes ground on the outside of High Edge Grey. After these comes Stay on Tracks, who's going well in fourth place, closing on the leaders. Galterio is in fifth as they come down towards the next, and Vulnerable hit it rather hard and has come back to his field as Green Gorse comes through to share the lead, but now the grey, High Edge Grey, makes ground too. Behind these comes Stay on Tracks, that's in fourth place. Galterio is in fifth, and there's little to choose effectively between these as they level up into the home straight. They've just got 4 to jump, and it's Green Gorse in the lead. Stay on Tracks made a mistake there. The early lead of Vulnerable is starting to drop back, and Green Gorse goes for home with just 3 to jump, just a length ahead of High Edge Grey in second. Then Stay on Tracks is third. go towards the next. And Green Gorse and High Edge Grey, tempo really rising now. And High Edge Grey on the right, Green Gorse on the left. Stay on Tracks, the odds-on favourite, tries to make ground, indeed does, with 2 more fences left to jump in this 2.5 mile novices chase. And it's Green Gorse, the leader, from Stay on Tracks, who comes through into second place. High Edge Grey looks one pace under pressure in third, and now Chris Gard opens up on the favourite. Stay on Tracks, who throws down the challenge to Green Gorse at the 15th and final fence. And Stay on Tracks with his ears pricked, comes to it, jumps it, beats it running, jumps it particularly well. Green Gorse one pace back in second, High Edge Grey is third, and so the favourite's going to win this. Stay on Tracks scoots home, 6 to 8 to 10, clearing up towards the line. Stay on Tracks is the winner from Green Gorse's second, and then came High Edge Grey third. Galterio finished fourth. A big gap then to Vulnerable, who completed in fifth, and sixth and last was Die in the Sky. And so 12 started, only 3 finished. Stay on Tracks was the odds-on favourite at 5 to 4, and has won for Mr. Peter Pillar, trained at Bishop Auckland by Arthur Stephenson and ridden by Chris Grant, his 33rd winner of the season. Second is number 14, Green Gorse. Third is number 3, High Edge Grey. That's the 1, 2, 3.
4 on favourite. Second, number 14, Green Gorse at 4 to 1. And third, number 3, High Edge Grey at 8 to 1. Table returns win £1.80. Places £1.30, £1.30 again, and £1.10. The dual forecast paid £2.80. A non-runner was